Hey, so a couple of years ago I made a video about how to use Cakewalk's TH3 guitar amps just with a USB guitar cable and no interface. And things have changed since then. ASIO for All have slightly changed how it works, and some of you in the comments had trouble making this work effectively. So I've come up with an alternative solution that I want to show you using FLStudio's driver and Cakewalk. It's still free and I want to show you how to do it. So what we're going to do is pop over to FLStudio's website, which is image-line.com. I'll pop a link in the description. And you want to go to FLStudio and then download. Now, because Cakewalk is only available for Windows, I'm just going to download the Windows version. I've already done that. I'm not going to click it, but you want to click the download. Once you've got that, you want to go to the installer. Okay, so once you've got the installer, the setup window, so click next, agree to the terms, obviously read them first, I've already done this, all users, and then make sure you click FLStudio ASIO in this, so make sure this option is ticked. Doesn't really matter about anything else because you're not going to be using FLStudio's DAW, but yeah, just click FLStudio ASIO, click next, choose your folders and stuff, and then install it. I won't show you how to do this because I've already done it. So once that's installed, you then want to go to Cakewalk and make sure you have your guitar and your USB guitar cable ready. The one I use, I've popped a link in the description too. So open Cakewalk. Okay, so start a new project. I'm just going to go ahead and put empty project. Okay, I'm just going to grab my guitar and my USB cable. Okay, I just plugged mine in and you might see a pop-up window like this that says USB audio device. I'm going to click yes to connect it to my system. Next up, you want to head to Edit, Preferences. Go to Playback and Recording and just make sure the driver mode is set as ASIO. Then go to Driver Settings. Yep, just check that it says FLStudio. Go to Devices and make sure under Input Drivers and Output Drivers it says FLStudio. Then go to Driver Settings again, and you'll see ASIO Panel. Now when you click this, it will make a little bit more sense. So you'll get a little pop-up. You can choose your input, and you've got to remember what your guitar USB cable is called. Mine is the 2 USB audio device, and you want to pick the speakers or the headset or whatever that you want to hear out of. Mine is just the normal standard speakers. Apply. Now what this will do, the FLStudio drivers work just like the ASIO for All drivers. It's basically the same thing. It's just a little less complicated because you don't have the ASIO for All little pop-up window that you have to try and configure. So it will give you that driver with really low latency that you would normally get with something like one of those Focusrite interfaces or something similar. So now what you want to do is add a track. Pick your input and just put create, but you can edit this in just a moment. And hit the little arrows down so you can drop down a few more options. Yep, just double check that your input and output are correct. And now you want to go to Effects, hit the plus, insert Audio Effects, and inbuilt into Cakewalk you've got TH3. So I'm going to load this up now. Now you want to just pick probably one of the presets. So but there's one thing I just wanted to tell you. Because at the moment, I'm playing this right now, but you can't hear it. And the trouble with that is, it's not telling you that there's any input. So we need to go back, minimize that, go back. You want to arm your track by clicking the record. But if you want to hear what you're playing, you want to click this. Okay, so that's going to help you hear exactly what you play. So now you can hear you playing. And that's it. That's all there is to it. There's another little tip I want to give you, by the way, is that TH3 has an inbuilt tuner. And it will actually show up above the amps and everything, which I think is really cool. And obviously you just want to have a play. You can double click. There's a lot of presets. There's tons tons of items in the list. I can't quite believe this is free, by the way, but it's free forever. The only thing you need to do is actually add, you need to have an account. An account is completely free, and you just need to do that on the Cakewalk website. Actually, I think it's bandlab.com, and I'll put that in the description. And then when you've done that and you've made your account, some people also said, just to answer some questions in the comments of my last video, that you couldn't save any files, or there was a sound that would play over what you were trying to record. Now, the reason it's doing that is because you haven't activated your Cakewalk account. When you first install it, you'll get a pop-up window telling you to activate it in the bottom right-hand corner here. You want to put in your email address and password that you use to create your Cakewalk account on the BandLab website, and that's all there is to it. You don't need to pay or anything like that. There's no subscriptions, there's no ads. It's pretty awesome, actually. And again, with FLStudio, you don't need an account to install that. You just go to the website and download it, as I showed you. So I hope this has helped. If you need anything else and there's something I've missed, or you just want to tell me about something else that you might want to cover that you've seen, let me know in the comments. Cheers.